And welcome back. Growing fallout over Hollywood hypocrisy. Stars coming out for the 73rd Primetime Emmy Awards last night, flooding the red carpet to pose for photos as they piled into the event. It appears that COVID wasn't necessarily on the guest list. Not a single star can be seen wearing a mask. Apparently, the event had no social distancing requirements either. Actor Seth Rogen even took to the stage, calling out the lack of COVID-19 safety protocols for the evening. Listen.
Good to be here at the Emmy Awards. Let me start by saying there is way too many of us in this little room. What are we doing? They said this was outdoors. It's not. They lied to us.
So let's bring back in our panel to discuss. Melanie, I'll start with you on this. You know, if you look at the images from the event, picture after picture was a similar scene that we consistently see from Hollywood stars or many on the left when they have these high-profile events. The Emmys last night, President Obama's birthday and Martha's Vineyard over the summer, and then also the Met Gala most recently, where you have the attendees themselves going maskless, but you have all of those folks who are working these events seen in the background wearing their mask and doing what they're supposed to do. So it's kind of presenting or developing this class system, I think.
So what the thing is that it's a very sophisticated,
yes,
vaccinated audience.
Yeah.
So therefore, they're not going to get COVID. So you don't have to worry about the Hollywood stars getting COVID. They're very sophisticated. Now, the servants, of course, they could get COVID, so they must wear masks, or God forbid, infect one of the very wealthy attendees at the Emmys. So I wouldn't really sweat it. They're going to be perfectly fine. And that tiny little room, hermetically sealed, as Seth Rogen referred to it, with all those germs. That's insane. I would be really mad if they told me it was outside and I got there and we were like sealed in. I would not be happy at all about that. So good for him for calling them out, like in a joking way, but good for him for saying something.
Yeah. What is the science behind it, Ford, when we see, you know, people at these high-profile events, the stars and the elite not wearing the mask, but then you see all of the people who are working the events wearing them? What's the science behind that?
There is no science, and Melanie hit the nail right on the head. If you are sophisticated and liberal, you're absolutely immune from COVID. My problem with the elites, and I don't even besmirch President Obama for having that party. My problem is don't lecture me about wearing the mask, and don't call me a terrorist when I abide by arbitrary rules that will do nothing to stop the spread of COVID. It's not just the hypocrisy. It's even worse than that. It's more of the rules for but guess what? Hollywood and the elite, that's not going to happen. And I think that's the real problem, and that's the real division in this country. Throw the rules out for everyone. Let everyone live their life as they see fit, and I think we'll get along.
Yeah, and then we had more hypocrisy from the left. San Francisco Mayor London Breed defending her recent maskless party. Listen.
Know who they are? I don't care where you're sitting. You're going to get up and start dancing. My drink was sitting at the table. I got up and started dancing because I was feeling the spirit. And I wasn't thinking about a mask. I was thinking about having a good time. And in the process, I was following the health orders.
All right, Melanie, wrap this up for us. About 20 seconds.
She was feeling the spirit. And the spirit is a COVID-free kind of spirit. So, you know, she's going to be perfectly fine. You know, the nerve of these people, the fact that they will get in front of a camera and say this as if it's perfectly fine for them. Meanwhile, everybody else is wearing a mask all day, every day, at every party and trying to eat cake in between the mask. Like, come on.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous.
I know. Remember when they were banning dancing? You couldn't dance either. So, I don't know. Everybody stand by, though, because coming up, we're going to talk about this. The trolling Taliban, once again, they're at it. Some new images of the Taliban enjoying themselves amid all the chaos in Kabul. Is the terror group trying to send yet another message to the Biden administration? Our panel will weigh in coming up.